You never close your eyes anymore when I kiss your lips. There's no tenderness like before in my fingertips.
Get ready for it, Matt.
I'm going to cut it off right there because
Come on.
my
Matt,
range,
go.
my range is terrible.
Come on.
Baby. Thank you. Baby, you know it. You've lost that love and feeling.
Oh, stop going over again.
Whoa, that love and feeling.
Apologies to
everyone. Apologies to everyone.
Did you know in Top Gun the actors were allowed to pick their own handles for their pilots' handles, their nicknames?
Really?
Call sign.
Yeah. Call sign. Thank you.
Call signs, yes.
Call signs. Yeah.
Nice.
And Goose picked Goose.
You know,
Of course he did.
it's a good pick. I mean, you pick it for the role, not your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Excalibur. Call me Excalibur. Wait, but you die like 2/3 of the way.
X Sephiroth XX.
Spoilers for a 40-year-old movie.
I don't know.
It's truncated, just X.
yeah, that's a much better thing. It should just be branded X.
You know how they get really close to the Russian pilots?
Go and give it to you.
Yeah. You know, they get really close to the supposed MiGs. They're actually pilots in F-16s, but they're supposed to be Russian MiGs, and they get really close. You imagine the Russian pilot looking over it, but he sees the name. It's like Stay Puff or I Love Mom or something. You know?
Well, yeah, I think in the Navy, your other pilots in your crew actually give you your first call sign.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's a nickname. You become known for something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually the most unflattering
you
thing
better
possible.
You better make friends. Is all I'm saying.
Just say so ever.
And now a word from our sponsor. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, role players. I'm Doug Baldwin with Dicewise Entertainment, bringing you Star Wars Saga Edition actual play podcast audio, as well as live streaming on GM's Cut Rollmongers, on Twitch, and Rollmongers Podcast Network on YouTube. Sorry, we changed that.
Yeah. Well,
technically, I just said.
Well, no, I recognize it. Why don't you cut here? And since we're not doing this live, we can start this over.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying
is Star Wars Rise of the Consortium podcast.
Now streaming to Kix and Trovo and Vaughn TV, but I would remind that live shows are a bit janky, and we do edit our audio and video to upload on our official release dates and offer those primo videos to our patrons as an early access bonus without ever paywalling any of our content to piss off Disney or Paizo. Now back to you.
Our cast includes Matt Witt, Ryan Messina, Jay Tamlin, Jeff Ball, and Drew Malburg. On the off chance that it's been a while since you listened to the last episode, our party is in the middle of a heist, a train heist. Well, actually, a train demolition as heist. We're calling this blow up the train. There's a deep gorge, and there's a train that runs from east to west across just above the river. Our party is tasked with blowing up the train after the particular one that they want goes through in order to juice the laminanium markets and make money for the Zon Consortium. Unfortunately, there's already another adventuring party there whose job it is to blow up that train. We're now in round 7 of our engagement with those group to see who's going to get which explosives off on time. At the top of round 7, it's their turn. So, the person who used force powers on Ash and has Ash in a force grip decides to re-up and continue trying to keep the force grip on Ash. So let me do a use the force check for her. Scroll down because I was way up in the back of the feed. Ooh, 35. I believe a 35 is likely to beat your fortitude defense, Ash, isn't it?
Can I choose for it not to?
Internally, yes. It will not.
Patron point.
It will not change the outcome.
To what extent can I bend destiny points?
You not cause a miss? Are they only free
This
curates?
is not. It's not an opposed roll, so
Yeah. So also I'm asking for parameters and GM's discretion for advice.
You could act out a turn and move away from the shot because technically you went before him.
well, yeah. The only problem with acting out a turn actually is sort of a way to waste your destiny point, because if you have no actions and you so I did, in fact, this came up recently in my other version of this game, and I put in a thread into Reddit, and Literalist responded, if you were force gripped, which means you only get one swift action, if someone grants you a standard action, would you allow, like a crime lord, it's one of the abilities of Impel Ally. And he was like, I would not allow that, because literally the person is being, it's like being given an action. So yeah, being given a full round of actions where you still only have a swift action probably wouldn't cut it.
Yeah.
But let's take a peek at destiny points. I'm trying to think of what I would.
Yeah, how it could be skewed.
Automatically score critical hits, automatically cause an attack that would miss, act out of turn, take damage for somebody else, increase the effect of some force powers, and immediately gain 3 force points. There's nothing in there for countering somebody else's roll.
Yeah, nothing
other
to say
than
no. Newspaper on a dog's nose. No.
All right, I'll tell you what. I'll let you burn a destiny point on that. To make her automatically miss her use the force roll.
Okay.
But bear in mind that we are creating that as a precedent.
You can destiny point to nullify.
They can use their destiny points to nullify your activities, your force powers, your cloak, your whatever.
Yeah, if it works good for the goose, good for the gander.
Okay, I will, for this session, for this fight, I will allow that to happen if you'd like to burn a destiny point. How many does that leave you?
1.
Okay, so you had not spent any up to this point.
That is correct.
Okay. Then
She's getting a little clingy for a first date. Just saying.
Too bad everybody else is muted because you only get like the one guy chuckle. It's like a slow clap that everyone's killing themselves laughing, by the way, but they're all muted but me.
I am trying to help her make the best decisions for them. And having just lost her standard action,
Not lost, spent. Effectively.
wasted her standard action. She will use a force point to call that back into her suite. And then,
just for clarification, for her location, because I'm below the train.
so is she.
Okay, just clear. Just
Yeah,
oh,
she
'cause
is also. She is. Do you remember how they had those customized versions of what I did? Is I created customized versions of the Ascension gun.
The
yeah.
ODS
Yeah.
gear from Attack on Titan, you mean?
Yeah.
And there's
I want to find that portal and jump through it.
So she is currently hanging from a cable from that. She swooped down so that she got line of sight on you, and she figured out where you were by pinging you.
Yeah, she did.
If you remember those rounds of her pinging, and that's how she was able to eventually locate you.
I got words for that.
She's
personal space.
Yeah. She's going to. God, that's so cheesy. What else could she do?
You're looking at doing it again.
She's going to spend a destiny point, Doug.
That was literally what I was considering doing. But that's
mechanically speaking,
yeah. Well, that is. I'll tell you what. The thing is she doesn't want you to disable the explosives. Why would she do anything other than keep you from disabling the explosives, which is the key mission that she's trying to accomplish?
Yeah, but is there destiny to stop Brian? I mean,
was it his destiny to be force choked and not be able to disable it himself?
Destiny. Force choke's more of a not die, you know.
Yeah, but there was a friction
near dying yet.
But there was a friction coefficient that I was getting uncomfortable with.
I don't know. I'm arguing with the DM. I don't like it. It's making me feel very uncomfortable. It's taking me to a bad place.
Yeah, I like how it's you and not even me.
Okay, these guys tag team me as a GM like 3-on-1. Actually, and they all chime in. So there you go.
So you're just comboing it yourself.
I was just trying it out, trying new things. I don't like it.
And don't worry, folks. It's not that kind of a podcast.
What? Which kind of?
It wasn't until you took attention there. Thank you.
Wait, what kind of podcast did I sign up for?
You remember the redacted section that you couldn't read?
Star Wars. Our next Star Wars should be parody and involve the Jersey Force. Just saying.
Jersey Force.
Yeah. Everyone has Jersey Force except Matt's character. He plays some regular dude.
Yep. I'm totally keen for that, but we have to play it like thousands of years in the future of the latest anything
Legacy?
canon.
I think it's
and have the founding father of the Jersey Force alternate Force tradition be
considering
one...
how many times the Force has been like practically snuffed from the galaxy of the Jedi, you could start fresh in Jersey. Why not?
After
in the America
sector,
sector,
yeah,
in the America sector.
It's like,
now that you are visible, Ryan, you are standing on the stanchion underneath the edge of the bridge.
Yeah.
Do you have a jetpack strapped to your back?
No.
Okay. All right. She's going to move over to the middle to get a better line of sight on you. She's going to burn a destiny point to act out of turn. She's going to use the force to move object you.
Ah! No, Mama, no!
So that I spread the cheese around between her force power suite, and she doesn't just force choke you, which frankly, is what y'all would do if it was in. You guys would force Joker again. I mean,
I didn't even choose Force Choke in my suite. I could have. It's not even a dark. But
Yeah,
I said no.
Yeah, whoever made this system, it did not make force grip or force choke. There should be a force choke and a force grip, and they should
I
be
agree.
slightly different.
I agree. There
Yeah.
should be two versions. There should be
Yeah,
one that
yeah.
just
But-
does damage, and then there should be one that just immobilizes.
Yeah,
Incapacitate. Yeah, but because Luke did it,
Because the fact that it does both makes that such an OP move, and you're a fool if you're a force user without it.
You
Make an
could
RP
level tier it.
character.
Like you don't have to make it available to a Padawan. You could have a prerequisite that you got to be a certain level.
now we're
Throw it in
modifying
with
the.
Jedi Master or something. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So I think a 23, does that beat your fortitude defense?
No. I have a
All right.
24 for my fortitude.
That's what I was afraid of. She doesn't have
Nice.
anything to juice it, and she spent a force point to pull that force grip back to her suite. So
Well,
she
but
can't juice this.
was that the previous turn before you destiny pointed to act out of turn?
It's a full turn. It's a full
Situation.
combat turn. So
Oh, okay.
even when it's not her turn, she can't use a force point. So essentially, you see, so
I mean,
turn
yay!
starts. Yeah, I mean, I'm just
Sorry,
saying
right?
that out loud so that we remember
We're
that. too,
ironing out
because-
these
yeah,
details
yeah,
because we can archive this. We should write this down somewhere. Like, we should
All right.
have it for our. Yo,
So she missed, and
Our show, Ryan. No, I'm sorry. It's a completely different GM. This stuff doesn't. Hey, it's the first thing Doug said. He GMs differently. His world, his rules. He's doing his own thing, and I'm totally cool with that. But don't be going. Oh, so it's canon because it's season 2 of no. Sorry.
Jeff likes it raw, as written.
and
I made
rules is written.
I made a promise to the people 7 years ago that we would see how broken the system is just by playing it out of the book.
And you
rule
invited
set.
all those trolls like me into the comments, or into your email inbox.
Yeah,
You said
yeah,
rules is written, and I was reading the rules, and it was written poorly, and it was, and then the
Oh, no.
23rd errata.
Yeah, really.
Wait, you read codes and laws for a living? Yes, I do.
You ever notice that the errata pages in those PDFs stick together? Just saying.
All right. It is TP's turn.
Hey. And
Does your droid actually do that Fonzie thing?
no.
Oh, can we have a droid that does that? He's got the whip metal hair, just
But you are giving me ideas for character
There you go.
concepts. So
there you go.
yeah, I'm just gonna keep wailing on this guy I'm on the tower with. I don't really want to use jetpack charges to charge him, so I think I'm just gonna swing away. Is there any like full attack stuff I can do to get extra beatings on this guy?
I believe that at a -10 to both of your attacks, you're allowed to make 2 attacks.
Oh, I'm
without
not doing that.
any
That's-
feats or
that's
abilities.
Crazy. That's just crazy.
which is why one does spend their feats and talents on bringing it out.
That's fair.
Jeff's trying to rename your droid here in the chat.
I took the word Fonz and now I'm like F-ON5.
Fawn
F
dash Z. Fawn dash Z. Fonzie. All right, here we go. I'm gonna slap at this guy. Come on, Nat 20. Break it a face-o.
Nat 20, let's go.
33 to hit.
All right. That hits him.
And he takes 12 damage? Really? Ugh. Oh well, it is what it is.
Yeah, you rolled really poorly. You rolled almost as bad as you can roll.
Yes, I see that.
That's your
And
second.
he's not even using fantasy grounds.
Oh, do I have any like I'm sorry. I should check and see if I've got that cool
Oh, no,
ability
that's
that
Ryan,
that lets me swap out my lowest damage dice. I don't think I do.
Oh, assured attack. is
Yeah,
what I believe that's called.
yeah, it
Ryan
is.
will
I do
certainly
not.
remember.
Yep. I do not. All
You
right, so
remember
I've
something here
got
for you guys?
movement and a swift left.
I'm sorry, Ryan. Things do carry over to both games.
Roll20 is not bad for me.
Yeah, no, I think that's about all I got. I'm gonna
We
just
play
keep slapping
Slayer
this
more.
guy.
Would you like to do a Pathfinder game here in Roll20, Ryan, just so you could keep up?
Perhaps.
All right. That makes it Smash's turn. Now, just as a confirmation for those looking at the map where Smash is and Moreau. Moreau, you are under, right? You're under the bridge. So even though we show you in the middle of the train bridge, you're actually beneath the train. Is that true, or did you come up?
No, I previously charged at Smash, so I.
Oh, okay. So you're adjacent to Smash.
Yep.
Perf. Smash likes this. Then Smash. Probably, yeah, he's not going to do. All right, he's going to do a single claw on you. And gets a nat 20. So,
I call hacks.
It's all the macro.
That was supposed to be
You got-
mine. I asked for it.
You got 34 points coming at you, Moreau.
You know what? It's fine. I'll take that.
Okay. And he's got a move and a swift, but I don't. Okay, he's going to second wind. All right. That makes it Bucket's turn.
Hello, friend.
Bucket is, I think, going to. Hello, Bucket, my old friend. All right. Okay, he's got enough. He's going to second wind himself. That didn't do anything. Try it again. All right, I'll just add it manually. And then he's going to spend a destiny point to get an automatic crit on you with his heavy repeating blaster.
That's mean.
Targeted mean.
Okay.
That would be 56 points of damage unless you spend a destiny point to counteract.
Well, I don't have a destiny point to counter it, but I think I didn't use my just a scratch.
Okay.
So I will use my just a scratch to
Cut that
drop.
just about half.
Yeah, to drop 28 points off of that.
Okay.
Yeah, it literally cuts it in half.
Sweet.
But that still, I think, hits my threshold. 28
Yeah,
points
that's
of
probably
damage.
going to send you down the track.
So I'm
He's
down
a little
the
bit
track.
happier that this is a slightly more even fight between the two of you.
Yeah. All right. So 28 points of damage. That sucks. Quite a bit.
And this is the beauty of actually playing people who are like a party that is intended to be an equal.
But wait, I still have 5 shields.
That's fair. If you still have 5 shields, then you can take 5 off of the damage that you would have been dealt. So that is, instead of 28, it's 23 points of damage.
Yeah, and that wouldn't put me down the threshold track. Now I
Okay.
have no shields, but still, I'll take not going down the threshold track. All right, so 23. puts me down to 41 hit points. I am below half, so I sense a second wind in my future. Yep. Still, not too thrilled about being destiny pointed right in the gooch.
Right. Okay. Gunderson, whom I don't think you guys have actually met yet or seen much of, other than knowing that somebody in the southeast corner has been taking aimed shots at you all, including Bakur. Bakur, you do have somebody who is taking an aimed target at you from the southeast. And does a 32 hit?
Oh, sorry. I just pulled up the map on my other one to see where the southeast shot might be coming from and closed my sheet. It went poof. Yes, that hits.
Okay.
Reflex 26.
29 points of damage. Does 29 breach your damage threshold?
No, damage threshold's 31, so I'm lucky there.
All right, then you're all right. Ash, your will is your own again.
Yay! But I'm a little angry. It got a little hot for me, so I want to share that back. So, I see the person. I know she knows that I know that I know that she knows. That we know together. It's going to get hot for everyone. And I would like to use combustion on her location.
Okay, tell us about combustion.
It's a force power.
Thank you. Well, all right. Moving on.
Ah! I win. It just says right here, I win. I use the force power and you win.
Oh,
Lucas is happy.
Okay, well, let me just lead her off the map then.
Thank you. So I use the force to agitate particulates in the air to create a pyrokinetic spray of sparks. One standard action, all targets in a 2x2 square. The entire area must be within 12 squares of you and in line of sight. Make a use of force check, compare the result of their fortitude defense of each target affected. If the check result equals or exceeds the fortitude defense, the target takes 46 points of fire damage and catches on fire. This is an area of attack. Result of your force check, determine the attack bonus on the fire each round it burns. This replaces the fire's normal attack bonus. Special, you can also spend a force point to move the target one force hit by this force power one step down the condition track.
Okay.
So, force power, go! Use the force to burn it all down. Subito. 28.
All right. She's going to use rebuke.
Good choice. I was thinking I should add that to my suite.
And she gets a nat 20 on her. Use the force check. So she negates your combustion of her. You two have found yourselves in a force duel hanging.
We're doing a wizard's fight down here, people.
Force duel under the bridge.
And no one even knows. Well, except for maybe, boom.
Well, yeah, you guys aren't cloaked anymore. It's just, yeah. but nobody's looking under the bridge.
No,
I'm
exactly.
saying there are a couple of trolls under this bridge.
Yeah. So I will use then a force point to return that back to my suite. Because I do. And then
that requires a swift action, right? Or is it
free action? I just looked it up.
Okay.
Is
that for you or for everybody?
Everybody. Using a force point on your turn, you may spend a force point as a free action to roll a 1d6 to add the result. I don't know if it's different for returning.
Right, but that was just that was literally to goose a number of what you just read to me.
Yeah. I don't know if it's for returning. I made the assumption.
I've been using a swift action to do that.
Okay, I can do that as well. If that's what you've been doing, I can go tit for tit.
Okay. now I know that you have the special when you're doing the current, but this is not obviously not because you're not the target of this.
Yes. I get a
So-
freebie on me, but not on you.
Right. Okay.
So I will take a swift. Then that leaves me with a move, which I will then move to line of sight. If I'm assuming there is a column of some
Yep.
form.
And you're going to put it between her and you.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And we won't even move your square. We'll just, because if you look at where that's at, it's clear that essentially that's all there.
I wish to go to total cover.
Right?
Yeah.
Oddly, that one doesn't exist, but you do have, I would say at the moment,
Concealment.
if you shuffle, improved cover at the moment.
Thank you, sir.
Zephyr, Cochrane,
Yeah.
breaking the warp barrier. Sorry, I'm crossing the streams of the franchises.
Dude, you just like did a triple franchise jump. You even
did.
threw some Ghostbusters in there.
I did.
All right. I would like to fight defensively for my standard action.
Okay.
And I'll do no attack, so I'll get the +5.
Okay.
And then I want to move behind the pillar. Let's see, right about here. So going to the north and then east and then back down to the south to kind of move around.
And you're frustratingly, you are just barely above half your hit points. So
Well, I've already used second wind.
oh no.
So,
Okay,
yeah.
ouch.
So I didn't want two enemies to have a beat on me, so I'm
You-
kind
you
of shifting
need a-
over here.
You need a force user that has a vital transfer that would be willing to heal you. But like oddly, Ash just hasn't spent any time doing that for anybody.
And I'm going to use Farsight to say it's not in the future either.
Oh dang!
I was going to say that sounds kind of like Ash from what I know of him, so
Yeah.
it's on
yeah.
par.
All right.
Okay. And then I don't think I can do anything with my
Unless you,
Swift.
yeah, Swift, yeah. Okay. Moreau. That's right,
That
zero
did
range.
hurt.
You did get zero distance on this character as well, because
Mhm.
that's a thing you do. That
Why
now
would you
I
not?
remember it.
I'm going to withdraw over here, which I was informed last time is basically like a wall.
So where you are standing, there is probably a 1 foot concrete wall. If you remember, it is C-shaped.
Okay.
And it has to
then-
be open there in order for the train to come through.
In that case, can I withdraw like over here?
You would probably need to withdraw west, because what you just did is step into through rough terrain, because so now you can do one directly to the west and then move, but that first square would need to be to the west because you cannot do it in difficult terrain. You cannot withdraw.
What if I were to, like, with my free action, set up my jetpack to start going? Or can you withdraw with jetpacks?
Okay, what round of jetpack are you on with this?
With me kind of cutting it and turning it back on, I'm on round... This is round 7. I would be on... Well, we're coming into round 7. So I would be
Well, we're
at
coming up on round
5.
8. This is round 7
Oh.
now. We
Okay,
are in
then-
round 7, approaching round 8.
Then I've used it 6.
Okay. Assuming that you had free actioned to hit the jetpack as your very first thing, then you could. I'm going to say you're trying to stay at ground level. I assume it would be. I would feel better if you went up a square for it. but-
I mean, I could withdraw up, but that wouldn't really get me away.
No, I meant giving you the diagonal.
Oh, yeah.
So you're in this square, just one square up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's
Is that
fine.
okay?
Yeah.
Just have it, as opposed to kind of hovering, since you're.
I plan on kind of circling around and mainly getting off the tracks.
Okay.
So I get half.
You get
movement
half
left,
of
which
your
is-
movement. So you have, and that was, well, your first one's free. So that one was 1. So you have 2 more squares of movement.
Okay. Since I'm up, then right about there is okay.
Yep.
Cool. And then I'm going to. Since I'm up, can I kind of see this back corner of the robot that's been swiping at me?
What I would say is you cannot see this corner because that is in fact where it is solid, where I'm pinging.
Mhm.
Do you see where I'm talking about? That is.
Yeah.
If you're going to fire a weapon at him, I would give him cover. Because I don't think that there is a square that you can target all 4 of his squares without going through an object that's providing cover. Does that make sense? Because this bar is giving him some of that cover right now. Does that make sense?
What about like? Oh yeah, no. Okay. Yep, we're good. That's fine. I'll start attacking from there then.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
That does not hit.
Hmm.
Do you want to spend a force point? It would need to be a good one.
For 18 points of damage, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's one thing where we should, but yeah. All right. That you?
Yes, that's move and fire.
All right. The bottom of our party, Bakur. I mean, the bottom of the round.
Last episode, I had managed just to get around the bottom of the center column to come up on. You said their explosives are on the far side.
Yeah,
So I'm just kind of getting in position now, right?
I thought.
as-
Okay. I thought that your mechanics check had been successful in disabling this over the full round action of the last round, unless.
Sure. I remember getting there. I don't remember if I managed to do much.
Well, I did see you roll a mechanics check in our history, so we'll say that you were successful in doing so.
I'm down to 37 hit points out of 98. So as a swift action, I would like to do the old second wind, please.
Okay.
And then so if I've taken care of this device and I'm taking fire, can I perceive or make a perception roll to track back like who's shooting at me, where that's coming from?
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea. I'm pinging to your southeast. I am pinging where those bullets appear to be coming from.
And do I need perception?
Are you trying to find a target to shoot at yourself?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
then I would need a swift action and a perception check to try to detect him as he is fully hidden in cover. He is in a blind.
So swift action for second chance. I thought perception checks were free in this.
That's not what you charge. No, you are actively looking for a target.
I don't charge swift actions.
Yes, you do for
you think single action for perception.
No, you do totally do in Star Wars Saga, but
maybe just so they don't go to waste. Because
you're actively looking. You're actively looking for a target to shoot at, so that does cost you a swift action, as opposed to just taking in what is in your immediate.
All you have to say is they do in my game, and I will agree.
After a little bit of guff. But come on, if there's not a little bit of guff, there's no fun.
You know what? I think I might persuade the GM to see things my way with a 4. Never mind. Okay. So
Yeah.
they're so close together.
So I should hold that.
Hold that 9 against me. No.
Yeah.
Perception. Yeah, it is. No, they have different modifiers. Sorry, I can't possibly do the math. 13 perception? Where are you?
You can tell the square that he's in, but you don't have a bead on him.
I'd like to spend a force point to juice that roll, please, if the GM believes it's worthy.
I don't think a force point is going to turn that into something that will give you a hard target.
Okay.
You should probably move
That's
toward
fine.
him if you want to. I'm not saying leave
Actually,
where you're at.
I was going to do the opposite and seek cover. No, just get behind cover so he doesn't have a shot. Like now that I know where he is,
Right.
I should be able to calculate a blind spot and move to it.
Yeah, you do know what square he's in.
Yeah.
Now, but he is he does have stealth in that blind.
I think I will fly.
In fact, he shot you, so I'll let you have it. If you want to shoot him, feel free. I forgot that once you fire from that stealthy position, you get like a -10 to your stealth. So
Funny. Or is that
Negative.
Pathfinder? I always get the mix.
anyway, I told you.
I know
see it,
it's
so if you wanna
it's
shoot him-
harsh, right? So
yeah, if you want to
Okay.
shoot at him, what's the range? Are you firing with a carbine, rifle?
I have a 1 second. It's my primary. It's bayonets and stuff. I do have a carbine rifle.
Okay, and
Yes.
it's in rifle format at the moment,
Yeah.
assumedly.
That's not 30 squares though, is it?
No, it's 20. It's about 26. So that's why I was asking pistol versus rifle. So if you had it in pistol format, then which I think is folding stock. But yes, you're fine.
Yeah, no, I don't think I have bother with that. I just get my rifle and because we're in a canyon, right? I really wasn't expecting point blank, and yet he's within 30, so I can see why some GMs shorten that range. It just seems ridiculous. But if you allow it, I will use my point blank modifier. Take a point blank shot because he's within 30.
Nope.
And 20 to hit.
That will
force-
not hit.
Force point, maybe?
Let me see. Checking. I don't think there's any reason for you to spend a force point on that.
Fine. Oh well. He shot at me.
A force point wouldn't have turned that into a hit for you, would it? Yeah, these guys are 20. These guys
What do
are
you mean? He already hit me. You want to make it worse? I
No,
would
no.
like to add a force
that
point to that hit to just try to rub it in, you know.
No. I meant 20 plus 6 would be a 26, and most of y'all have at least a 26 or higher reflex defense yourselves. Just
That would be
Hey,
kind of cool. Just throwing force points into the damage. It's only a d6, right? Just to rub it in.
all right.
For wasting a force point on a character sheet, that's not a lot of damage, but you know.
That brings us to the end of round 7. Round 8.
Dun, dun, dun.
The GM takes a moment of pause as they contemplate their next moves.
No, don't give him the time. Guys, bug him. Mess with his strategy.
I was just thinking how disruptive I've been this game. I'm like, we'll be nice and quiet for round 8 so the game gets going here. I've been so disruptive.
Have you heard
you're
of the
egging
word
me
of the
on.
Lord Savior? Obi-Wan?
I saw an alternate ending on Facebook for Star Wars, and there's one that says, pick one. Leia joins Vader. Vader kills Yoda, and you see him sneaking up on him on Dagobah. Right? Luke joins Vader to defeat the Emperor, and another one that says Luke joins Palpatine. And I'm curious, audience, cast, well, the GM is debating. I mean, Doug, to distract him from debating, has to answer first. Which alternate ending would you choose?
I wasn't listening to your question.
Luke joins Vader. They rule the universe.
Who joined Vader?
Makes
Leia or
sense.
Luke?
Luke joined Vader.
Oh, yeah. I am your father. He's like, really? And he chose to hug him.
Oh
That's
my
how he
God!
felt. He lets. You only got one. You're down to one hand, right? And you let go to hug your dad. He's gonna fall off the damn Cloud City anyway. So same ending.
Together we can defeat the Emperor. All right, dope. Let's do this. Pound it.
Yeah. Together we can.
So, Bakur, I forgot to mention that you do still have a move action. So, just a quick retcon: if you want to move, you can still move.
If I can tuck in behind something for cover, I will.
Right. So you have two options.
You hit end turn. You
are up on top. So you can, your quote unquote tucking in could be moving to the east, as I've just done, to get you some shielding of the stanchion from the guy to the southeast. You could move through rough terrain to put yourself on the other side, but that puts you closer to smash.
I thought I was flying underneath at the mechanics.
Oh, that is true. You are flying underneath.
I'm underneath
right.
playing with explosives, right? So
does
that mean he didn't shoot me through the stanchion?
No, he absolutely did, because he aimed and had a line of sight. But if you were to move deeper in underneath, you would be fine. So if you moved even one square further to the one square to the north underneath, you would have.
Well, I did my job. He shot me. I shot back, and now it's time to move and maybe help my friends. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will fly out and like hover above the stairs, and I'm gonna try to come up and help you guys.
Okay. All right.
There's fire from the southeast, but there's fire.
The enemy force user swoops around on her cable and up to the top.
I'm just envisioning like an awesome Mikasa scene, like.
How come every time he moves the force user, all I can hear is Duel of Fates, like the opening chorus? Oh, they're moving. They're moving. Bad guys. Force users are coming. For you, Fry.
Unnecessary flips. Always unnecessary flips.
Yeah, the guy flips to get away from you, and the Jedi just like flip after him. Well, yeah. Well.
Wait till laser walls show up between these stanchions and segment the entire bridge with and y'all have to sit and wait for the laser walls to disappear to fight each other.
I pull up my smartphone and I play Candy Crush at that point in time.
Space Candy Crush, you mean?
Yeah, of course.
Spice Crush.
Spice Crush, that's right.
There you go.
The spice must flow. Oh, wait, that's another. Of course. Star Wars is derivative.
I was going to say Andoran crushes, or is that too soon?
Oh.
Ooh.
I just rewatched Andor. I finished rewatching Andor last night for a second time through. It is so good.
From an actor that I first discovered as being like a sidekick character in the first Thor movie, the scientist, to being like this hardcore antique dealer spy master with the best ship ever. Yeah. Like the defenses on that vessel are top freaking notch. Like,
yeah, and he's a badass pilot too, because it's not just that it's a cool ship. He ends up dodging the shots of 2 or 3 TIE fighters and manages to take out all 3 TIE fighters and go to hyperspace.
And then the character's age hits you. He's not an old man. He's a dude that's been around and seen some shit.
Yeah.
You know, suddenly his wrinkled old skin is just kind of like, yeah, this guy's been around. Now Lucas has to go back and like dub him in like the 6th X-Wing in like every Yavin fight and stuff, just so to give him context of his piloting.
Yeah, except Lucas didn't write that, so he will never, ever, ever use it.
Well, he sold it. I guess we're petitioning Disney at this point.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't find us. I think there's a disclaimer on page.
Honestly,
one of
if you were to
Yeah, that kind of.
send
Buzz?
them a storyline that they think they could make money with, they would do it. That's Disney, man.
Yeah. And pretend they never heard of me and just take it.
All right.
For sure, if they could.
The blackfish flies over adjacent to Ajush, and it's clear that she's reaches out and touches him.
Name character. Crit cards. I do have the Starfinder crit card deck. I mean, we never got to use it. It's right there.
My cat has just discovered the mouse on my screen, and she's chirping at it. Like, you know, cats look out the window and chirp at birds. She's literally doing that right now as I'm moving it
I
around.
know what that is. I hear you call it.
And okay, good. There. Changes the order, which I did. Moved. He's gonna burn 2. TP.
That's me.
What would you like to do?
What do I want to do? Well, I actually realized that I had stuff that I could have spent my other actions on instead of just doing attack and saying that's me. But I didn't think of it. I'm kind of fresh on this character, so can you blame me? Anyways, again, I'm gonna stab this guy in the face.
Right.
I'll take that at 20 now. Why can I not?
All right, a 27 is not bad though. That's gonna hit.
Well, it's cool that it hit, so I rolled the
I see the
exact
damage though.
same freaking
Have a
damage.
attacker, don't you?
No. Last
No,
time you
I
got
don't.
a 2. Last time you got a 2 and then a 1. This
Oh
time
yes,
you
this time I got a 1 and then a 2. Oh my goodness.
Totally different.
So I will take the
Yeah,
12 points,
opposite.
stab him in the face, and as with my swift, I will take my second win,
Okay.
and with my movement, I will use my movement to activate. Which this I don't know if this will
We'll see.
cause an attack of opportunity, but I will activate my internal riot shield.
It will not. That will not do.
Okay.
And not to mention, he's been using a heavy repeating blaster, so he can't take attacks of opportunity with that
Sweet.
weapon.
Love it. Yeah, and that's me.
All right. Smash. Smash wants targets. Everybody's hiding below the grade.
Smash! This is your conscience. Now there's a force power for you, Ryan.
Roll out Jiminy Cricket.
Well, no, force Jiminy Cricket in their head or on the shoulder. The little hologram, you know.
Well, telepathy could possibly, maybe.
I don't know. You just get this little cricket dude like, gee, Darksider, that's fucked up. We shouldn't do that. You know, like that.
Your mother disapproves.
You know that brother that you stuck by all through the Star Wars SWOTAR MMO cutscene, like all the way to the end, and then he just betrayed you at the end, and Dad finally get Dad's approval. Was it worth it? I think not.
Now, you're still up above the Moreau, you're still up above the platform of the train, correct?
Yes. Yes, I am up.
Above the plane of the train in
Yes.
Spain. Exactly. All right, then.
He can see me.
All right, he is going to take a shot at you with his E-web. It's not braced. It's not a full attack. And Go back down. 15's nowhere near you. Do you have evasion?
I do not.
All right, then you take 14 points of damage as that's an area attack. Bucket's turn. He sparks his jetpack with a swift action. Then he triggers an attack of opportunity from UTP.
I was just about to say, I'm like, does that
Does that mean I get a...
I'll take it. Every bit I can.
Wait,
all
what have
right,
you
all
been
right, all
hitting
right, all
with?
right.
Yeah, force
Now,
fight,
now
yeah,
watch
yeah.
this. I'm gonna crap the attack roll, but my damage will be maxed.
Yeah.
Oh no, that is neither. I'll take it.
Yeah.
16 points of damage with an attack of 31.
God. All right. I am making such a mess over here. Let me do this again. Let's see, he starts to try to fly away from you.
Coward.
Wait. He can double move, so I'm going to give him another
Can I give
6.
opportunity?
Oh, I got one.
Yeah, that just happened.
Yeah, no, just combat reflexes.
No, I don't have that.
No, it's worse that it's not combat reflexes. What you want is the one that lets you stop their movement.
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
lets them. So that's the one that you want, is that if you succeed in your attack of opportunity, you can choose to halt their movement and they can't get away, which is insult to injury.
One of my favorite talents has always been if anyone rolls a natural 1, you get an attack.
One thing I am on the edge of with the other party in my other Star Wars game is introducing skill checks, 1 failures and 20 succeeds, just because they are now so juiced that they auto succeed in everything, and so it's like I want there to be
narrative,
some risk, on certain rolls. Haven't fully convinced them yet, but
of course.
Now I will say this, because he's running, and
he's not running. He double moved.
Yes, well,
Double.
he's running.
He's kidding. Yeah, fair. That's totally fair.
But that means that my next attack on him is going to be a charge attack. So yeah.
How do you do that? Can you do that in robot?
No,
robot chicken.
Back. I got a perfect one. Back to the Future 2, where he goes up and he sees like Cyber McFly. Like guy goes up and he's like, "What's the matter, McFly? You chicken?" And somebody actually has the audio feed in their cybernetic, and you hear the actual. Yeah.
Wait, you have a built-in soundboard and you have chicken on one of your buttons?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I remember.
TP would for sure, because he'd be used to people running away.
Yeah.
Right.
Make fun of the way I walk.
Looks like Gunderson found himself a new target. That is,
it's his ally who's just recently flown across the ravine.
Yeah, who is unfortunately out of point blank.
Oh, I forgot to ask him if he wanted to surrender.
Did you forget?
Not all droids, Matt. Not all droids.
It's okay. It's okay. You could still remember to say, "Come at me, bro." Just wait for your moment.
Yeah, I don't have that ability.
All right. Why is that more? Oh, I see. It should be 1 less.
Hey, GM, would you allow the wealth talent for season 3 if we all level again? I'd like to make some changes.
You have your character literally has the enforcer version of the wealth talent.
I don't know. I wanted a few extra explosives, and there's a lot of budget cuts from my droid accountant over here, and I just
Well, this season has been really kind of tight, and we just didn't have the budget to outfit
okay, I see.
the way that we needed.
I constrict your airtime. You constrict my player budget. I see how this works. Okay, I see.
I made you use your budget on the party, which was probably
Did I mention, Doug, that we could push this show into all spring? I'm just saying.
Does a 28 Moreau hit you?
Currently, yes.
Boo.
Okay, there are 26 points coming from Gunderson in the blind over there in the southeast, sniping at you.
Might not be a season 3 at this rate.
I know. Well, there'll be a season 3, just not with these characters.
I'm gonna act it.
Zon Consortium reset.
Hey, can we play this party of Hutt dudes and we'll just continue their story?
You guys take over and start working for the Hutts.
Dibs on the Force user.
I'm gonna use my destiny point to cancel that out.
Okay. Ash. Ryan.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
you're thinking. I saw your eyes and I couldn't.
yeah. No.
Nobody knows
so
what Ash is thinking.
Nobody knows what Ash. He's cloaked his thoughts.
Well,
I
I mean,
try.
capability of thoughts is even a debate at this point.
Ooh,
I know, eh? You get up and said you just hear elevator music.
coming from a droid. Those are strong words.
I'd use telepathy to talk to you, but you need a brain.
He's totally it's a method. He was trained to do it. It's keep his thoughts addled in case another Force user wants to read his mind.
Apparently, it wasn't that good because I got found and choked.
Yes, but I mean, did you or did you not want that?
Now,
Turns out,
to be fair,
something was
just,
discovered.
You can't spell gasp without ash.
so Ash, what I do want to explain to you and describe it, since verticality is not as obvious. Assuming that you were peeking through and saw what was happening with your opponents, they're both up on the platform of the train now, so they are not down below with you. So the only person down below with you is the Clatunian adjacent to you. Friend or foe, I am not judging. Nice for you.
But I am not in reach of the explosive device either, correct?
No, you would have. Now you could move to get into range of the explosive device, but you are currently, because you had tucked further back in, you need to kind of go around. You don't even have to get out of the square again because we've been sort of talking about it, but you had literally put yourself on the far side of that plinth. In the last round. So I'll just charge you a move action to get into space.
I got it, Ash. You're busy with your first date.
Well, okay. In that case, I will. I will cloak.
All right.
He's a force check. Because you guys got ridiculous reflex defenses.
It's still a standard for you to cast it the first time, but renewing it for you now because of your improved powers is only a move or a swift or something like that. Is that?
Yeah. I'd have to find the exact one.
Look that up because it's not relevant until next round. But
right. But there is a use of force. I actually have it on my character sheet. I just need to get to the relevant section. Whoa! 37.
Right. You are probably invisible.
Nigh invisible. Yeah. Plus 5 to stealth checks and total concealment. Nothing sees me. Nothing sees my Ash.
That was pretty good.
I then proceed to go up the platform back onto the...
No, just his cheeks cloak, but he's still there. He's got no ash.
No, you can only see his clenched cheeks.
Rest of
Spent
us be
all
out
my
here.
money.
The rest of us be
That's-
out here clapping cheeks, and he's out here cloaking them.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to find Aspa skin suits? Just saying.
Yeah. I wasn't quick enough, but when Doug flipped that, I was going to say there's always a dark side to every power.
You guys haven't noticed that Ash has been wearing chaps this entire
Oh,
time.
no.
Because he's been
We're gonna
clothed
make that
underneath.
canon now. Thank you very much.
All right. Then you were saying that you were moving.
Yes, I would like to
get back
move.
to adjacent to the.
Yeah, I
to the
will be
mines?
moving to. No, not towards mines. Going top deck and then moving to the east of the map
Okay.
with
Where do you
my
want to
move
go?
action. So up the steps and then towards the east. So I know I got 6 squares. Move that. So probably 1 for verticality.
Yeah.
Or 2.
So far, so
Two?
good. You kind of got to get out where
Okay.
you're going. You get up to there, and then
All right.
we're
4.
in general where that was like 2 to get to the equivalent spot that you're in.
Yeah.
Level on the platform.
So here is reasonable then.
Okay. And then 2 squares east, absolutely, with 2
All right,
squares
perfect.
to spare. So I'm going to move you there.
Yeah.
You have a stanchion directly against your shoulder.
Mhm.
You know, kind of coming down there. So, like you see where the blackfish is due east of you, you would have cover relative to him right now. Of course, he has cover
Okay.
relative to you right now for the exact same reason, because there's
Yep.
the stanchion. You
Yeah,
good?
I will then use my swift to return cloak to my suite.
Okay.
And that is all my action economy to spend for.
Yep. Zephyr.
I cannot see Blackfish anymore, correct?
Are you below or above?
I am below.
Okay. There, you probably don't have good line of sight from where you are right now, because there is the foot of the bridge between
Right.
you and him.
Okay. I think instead I will take aim at Bucket. He is within 20 squares of me.
20 squares laterally. He has not come down from his 30 squares up. So where are we at on how many squares is he on the map? It's exactly 20.
So
Do
he's
you
more.
you have pistols though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is not point blank. It is, but it is not point blank because he is 30. He's at 30 square and you're at about 12 square. Somewhere in the, well, actually, you're about 5 or 6 squares or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
The height difference, the Pythagorean theorem tells me that you are outside of 20 squares.
Okay.
Doesn't mean you shouldn't shoot at him, because I think it's only a -2 at worst, and you might not even pay a penalty if you've got a rangefinder or anything like that on your equipment. But it would still not be point blank. You just wouldn't take the penalty for the -2 penalty for short range. Let me look at your character sheet real quick.
Let's see, and if I wanted to take a shot at Blackfish, I would probably have to move.
If
yeah,
you got your
he has.
full
Yeah, I would
action-
say that he's got improved cover against you right now. I'm not saying that you.
If you've got your full
Tactics.
action economy to put into this shot, you can use 2 swifts, so a swift in your movement to take aim and negate his cover completely.
Yeah, I would let you take aim and shoot at the blackfish from where you're at
Oh,
to
okay.
negate that cover. He does have improved cover, but given the fact that aim negates all cover, if you do have any, you're probably going to wing him in the shoulder. Do you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
the line of sight you have on him is very minuscule. You're really kind of waiting for that exact moment in your 6 seconds to kind of get your blaster shot off.
Okay.
that-
I'll do that then. I thought he was covered enough that aim wouldn't help.
Yeah, I'm giving you a teeny bit of line of sight on him.
Okay.
And he's
yeah, let's
standing
do
still because he's being molested by the force user right now.
that. Gotta love that. All right, let's give it a go. 24.
24. Let me see if that's within a force point.
Yeah.
that is within a force point.
Okay, let's do it.
Do it. Come on, hit that 6, baby.
A 4. So
That's
that's
enough.
28. All right.
Yes!
For 22 damage then. And does that potentially break his threshold?
No, but since you aimed, he is still and since you aimed and did him damage, and you have Deadeye, he is still going to go down the condition track. For
Love
having damage.
it.
Now, it was not enough damage to send him 2 steps down the condition track because it didn't also break his damage threshold, but you don't require that for the first one. You just have to aim in order to get that juice.
Awesome.
And that'll be you because that's all 3. Moreau. The island of.
I don't know what to say to that. I'm going to.
To the
Move
suspense
with
is
my
killing me, man.
jetpack. I'm going to move with my moving with my jetpack so that I'm kind of like hugging the edge of the one of the C clamps, but I don't want to be. I just want to use it as cover against the thing firing at me from the southeast.
Right?
And then from there, I'm going to take my shot again at Bucket.
At Bucket. Okay.
Or no, not Bucket.
Smash.
Smash. There we go.
You guys all know the names of the crossguard now. Do you guys have? You guys don't have a party name. These guys have a party name. Y'all
That
need
is
to
a
come up-
28.
A 28 is, I think. Yep, 28 is going to hit him.
For 31 points of damage.
Minus his damage reduction. There's my map shields.
And at the very end, I want to take my second wind.
Okay.
Not sure how the button works. Oh, it's because I'm not technically at half yet. Okay, never mind.
Okay, you'll have to hang on to that. Bakur, your ally beside you once again disappeared into invisibility as they are wont to do.
So, well, see, he was always like gone when I was looking. So, did I finally see Pokeroo vanish for once in my life?
Give me a perception check. This one's
this
free.
is integral.
Pokeroo, dude. Oh man, that's really good. There's not a lot of people that'll get that, but that's really good.
I appreciate that.
I'm just saying, like, he was giving me all this guff about, like, did he ever join a mission? Did I ever see him join a mission? Is he ever really here? Where's this extra pay stub going? Like, all that stuff that we, coming off the last season into this one, right? I didn't want to take anything for granted.
With your 27, you see him mutter a few words and sort of like make some really small hand gestures, which for some reason I'm turning him into a D&D spellcaster. And he sort of fades from view.
Like, I remember. I unremember.
I shoot the empty square. Die, Jedi!
Okay, roll for it.
Cash in on my new Empire plays. Oh wait, no, the
This
Empire's
battle
done. I
is
forgot.
really going differently than I thought.
No. This is after the fall of the Empire, but you know, there's no bounty on them anymore. Okay, I am below the track level, so I need to fly up so I can at least peek over and see what's going on in the battle here and help. So I want to fly up. I guess just to be fair, we'll just say I fly up where I'm hovering, where my I'm completely visible. My boots are above track level,
Right.
just for height square differences, right?
And have you been jetpacking this entire time? Have there been any rounds that you've not been jetpacking?
No, there was
He didn't jetpack right off the bat.
Okay.
Remember, he stayed behind on the boat.
No, I just think the reason I point this out is that we are in round 8. Everyone gets 10 rounds of jetpacking. And so I want y'all to think about what that means for your characters.
I know I had at least one, maybe
That's fair.
2 rounds before I jumped off.
Okay.
So if I'm at 8, I think I'm at really 7.
Let's call this the 6th round of your jetpack.
Okay. I'll be safe though and land before 9, just so we're not. I don't want dude, because if a fan calls it and there's 11 rounds and you let it slide, I will never hear the end of this from Messina. So
never.
Yeah, please be sure to let me know. I will be sure to bring it back up.
I think I used it for 3 rounds and then shut it off again.
Yeah, you literally ran with your jetpack.
Here's the thing. So I am in this is like round 7 of my jetpack, right? I will move I will fly over to the edge of the track and land. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll say it's 6 or 7. That leaves
then you're going to
like
burn a swift action to turn it off.
Yeah, 3 or 4 in the tank and I'll land. Do I need a pilot roll or?
No, because you did not travel 12 squares or more this round.
Well, I was like combat. I didn't know if I needed to.
Nope.
Okay.
And that leaves you with a standard.
Yeah, and 3 to be safe. 3-4 rounds of gas in the tank. Okay, land. Okay, so I know there's gunfire and stuff going on. Do I need a burn a perception swift to sweep the battlefield?
You see, your easiest shot is smash that you have a direct line of sight on.
Right. So I think
here.
that's what I will take that. So lining up the old point blank carbine.
You also have a shot at Ajush, who I don't think is being obscured by anything either, should you choose to shoot at her.
I knew about Smash. I knew about the droid. She's sort of a new, I may not have seen her come or run, or, I didn't want to meta.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I might be opening myself up from a flank from the Force user, but I didn't want to meta. I take the big droid as the bigger threat. So I will target the big droid, please.
Okay.
And shoot my carbine blaster with a 29.
29's going to hit.
Yes. 23 points of blaster damage, please. Pew, pew, pew. Shoot him right in the chaps.
And I think that's you.
Yeah.
And I believe that brings us to the end of our session. So we'll have to pick up round 9 next time on the Rise of Consortium podcast. Say goodnight, Bakur.
Good night, everyone. That's 3 in the tank and 1 in the bag. It makes sense in Clantonian, don't worry.
Keep it forced to myself. Up because the Emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. But I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. There's somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the Emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no acquittal for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy. Is he coming Is he coming? Is he coming? Is he coming? Is he coming? Is he coming back? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong, and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since Order 66 now. The force is strong, and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, Order 66 now. But the force is strong, and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong, and I feel it still.